Cheers in a beer garden in Glasgow. But carrying the party on in one of the city's nightclubs is still not an option.
It's not a full thing yet because obviously nightclubs and that's what we're dying on.
Feels like sort of missing out on an aspect of the city that we definitely want to experience.
Miss dancing. Yeah, miss dancing.
This nightclub has lain empty for a year. They've no customers, no income, and no date for when they can reopen.
We're getting left behind. We're going to become a cultural wasteland if it continues. Venues will close, bands will have nowhere to play, music is getting muted. The sound of silence is going to be stretched right across Scotland here.
That story is echoed in nightclubs and bars across the country. 75,000 Scots worked in the multi-billion-pound nighttime industry before the pandemic. But now, venues are taking on debt and warning that a third of those jobs could go without continuing support.
You're kind of sitting like a second-rate citizen, kind of waiting, especially when it's been a full year. You feel left out and you feel on your own. I've thought multiple times that maybe I should get a job, like get a different job and quit music.
Here in the Grassmarket, there's still a feeling of celebration, with pubs and restaurants newly reopened as Scotland enters Tier 3. But just a few hundred yards away, at some of the capital's most popular nightclubs, the doors are still closed and they won't reopen even in Level 0. Now, nightclub bosses are considering legal action.
It's a crippling debt that the sector's having to carry forward here, and without any future support or even an end in sight to the restrictions, it's an untenable situation for most businesses to be in, and there's a real and very present danger of widespread bankruptcy.
Scotland's snooker halls are also waiting for their cue.
I actually feel like the clubs are all being persecuted. There is no guidelines that we have been given as to what we would have to do to change this ruling. We have spent thousands of pounds on equipment to keep our clubs in line with government guidelines. We just do not understand why we are not allowed to open.
The Scottish Government say nightclubs are planned to reopen in the final phase of their route map out of the pandemic. One-off grants and rates relief has also been made available. In the meantime, owners wait and hope for any sign that this nighttime nightmare will end. Polly Bartlett, STV News.